Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Lockwood. And he's knocked down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. May change this route. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Fights off a defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's got him.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that one.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. Smith dropping to pass. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Using his legs, it's Morton. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lincoln. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Dobbs. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball?
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Lockwood across the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Smith wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Arizona! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off play action on first down. Did it as he throws. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Lockwood. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
On the run, it's Nix. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for the score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's all close to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Over the middle. It's Lincoln. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. The run from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the 1st down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Smith wants to throw. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. And
This connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here comes the noise of this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. Uncorks it. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now on second down. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Arizona comes out with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smith wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
In the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like that. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Gonna take a shot. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nix. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will give him the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And there you go. You See, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Smith wants to throw. Getting out to the supersonic guy. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top-5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Dobbs. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
You want to play zone? You don't want to bring pressure? That's fine. If I'm a wide receiver, it's my job to find those holes. I sit down in it. Nice curl route. Nice throw. Nice catch.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Dobbs. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Has the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
2nd and 10. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden...
He's going for it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that's in Arizona.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So 1st down will open up the final period. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of them. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Smith wants to throw. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him. Touchdown,
Arizona! They've got the lead here in the 4th. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finding an escape route. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nix. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lockwood. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? Throws to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
He's done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It stops. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The give on the inside. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Morton. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He wants to throw it again. Forced out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith wants to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, in that situation, that just worked out perfectly for the defense. It was 3rd and 1, and I'm not so sure that was a pass blitz. That might have been a run blitz. That might have been the defense just trying to add an extra body in the gap. Expecting run, quarterback held on to the football, and that worked out perfectly for the D.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Terrell. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Can't get him to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here.
Here we go.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that one.
Wants to pass the clock, an enemy. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game. So after that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown, Clemson! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. He wants a big play here late. He's got it for a big play. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Arizona in a hurry. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Clemson.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Set, ready.
Looking to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for a 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
All right, right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Sends it back in motion. A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick release on the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a...
Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first here in overtime. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Clemson. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win